Welcome back to OT Sports. Today we got our Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference Tournament predictions, better known as the MEAC. We're doing all 32 college basketball conference predictions videos right here on this channel. So if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoy, and turn on the noties to make sure you don't miss out when we upload a video. We're doing about 3 videos a day. We don't only do college basketball, we do college football, NFL, NBA, and MLB. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. This is the 16th conference tournament prediction video we have uploaded, so we're halfway done, and it's only going to continue and get better into next week when all the big conferences start up their tournaments. As always, my Discord next are linked in the description. You could join that, you could follow that, whatever you'd like to do. But let's just hop right into this bracket real quick before we get going. Just wanted to say thank you guys for the support recently. We've gained about 35 subs in the past week, which is pretty big growth for me. So I'm really appreciative of that. Thank you guys for commenting, showing the support, and showing love. So I just wanted to show some love back to you guys. But yeah, now we're gonna get into what you guys are all here for: the picks, the predictions. So starting off at the top, we got the 1 seed Norfolk State taking on the 8 seed Coppin State. So this is a conference where none of these teams really impress me too much. The best team in this conference is ranked 241 in KenPom. So that is, this is one of the worst conferences in the country. They have, almost all of their teams are inside the bottom 100 worst teams in college basketball according to KenPom overall, at least. It's not a great conference, but we got to do it. So yeah, like I said, none of these teams really impress me all that much. I will go ahead and take Norfolk State here. They are the 1 seed for a reason. They're 21-10, and Coppin State is, according to KenPom, the 3rd worst team in all of college basketball. They're 2-26. They have the 2nd worst offense in the country, and their defense isn't anything special. So they are abysmal. They've won 2 games this season for a reason. I'll go ahead and take Norfolk State to take care of business in this first round matchup. Now we move on to the 4 versus 5, and this is going to be Howard taking on Morgan State. And again, none of these teams really impress me all that much. So taking a look at Morgan State first. They are the 5 seed, so they're going to be the underdog. 11-19 overall record, 3-11 in offense, 342 in defense. They're one of the 20 worst teams, they're one of the 30 worst teams in all of college basketball. They do play pretty fast paced though, which I think could overall help them. But I will go ahead and take the safe option and take Howard. They're the 3rd highest ranked team in this conference according to KenPom. They're 15-16 overall, and their offense is inside the top 200. Their defense is pretty bad, which I think that might cause some matchup issues just because of Morgan State's fast play and their defense being that bad. But I still am going to go with Howard. They have a pretty highly ranked offense. I think they should be able to keep up with Morgan State if things do tend to get out of hand. So I will go ahead and take Howard in this one. Now we're looking at the 2 seed taking on the 7 seed in this quarterfinal matchup. And that 2 seed is going to be North Carolina Central. The 7 seed is Maryland Eastern Shore. I've never heard of this college, but they are in the conference. They are the 7 seed. 349 overall in KenPom, one of the 15 worst teams in KenPom according to overall rankings. They're 360 in offense, so that would put them at the 3rd worst offense, right ahead of Coppin State. Their defense, though, 234, not bad, but NC Central is one of the they're right behind Norfolk State in terms of KenPom efficiency. They're 17-12. They got a 17-12 overall record. They're one of 2 teams to have a winning record in this conference. I will go ahead and take them here. Maryland Eastern Shore has a bottom 3 offense in the league. I don't think, or in the country. I don't think NC Central should have any problems taking them down here in the first round. Now we look at the 3 versus 6. This one was a little interesting. This was probably the toughest first round game to pick. This game involves 3 seed South Carolina State taking on 6 seed Delaware State. Two teams within 10 spots of each other in KenPom. South Carolina State has the record advantage, 14-7 overall record to Delaware State's 13 and sorry, not 14-7, 14-17 to Delaware State's 13-17. South Carolina State has 40 spots on them in overall offense, but Delaware State 60 spots ahead of them in defense. I think they are just outside the top 100 in adjusted tempo. They like to push the pace a little bit. I think Delaware State's defense will carry them enough to get them some turnovers, get them some transition points, points off turnovers, and I think they can get this upset here. I really like this matchup for them looking at the numbers, so I will go ahead and take Delaware State to pull off a little 3 versus 6 upset here in this one and move on to the semifinals of this tournament. Now we got the 1 seed Norfolk State taking on Howard. Yeah, like I said, none of these teams really impressed me too much. The winner of this conference will likely get a 16 seed. Howard is the 3rd highest ranked team in this conference in terms of KenPom efficiency, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the safe pick. I'm gonna take Norfolk State. They're at the top of the conference for a reason. They're overall just a very solid team, offensively and defensively. Just outside the top 200 in both. Howard is inside the top 200 in offense, but defensively they're bottom 20 in the country. Bottom 10 in the country. I will go ahead and take Norfolk State. I think they're a little bit more well-rounded. I think they get it done here. Now looking at the 2 versus 6, and I actually had trouble taking this one. I honestly think Delaware State could win this tournament. That's how weak I think this conference really is. I think Delaware State is one of the 3 best teams in this conference just because of their how highly ranked their defense is. I mean, no team besides Howard offensively is inside the top 200 in either offense or defense, except for NC Central, who is top 200 in offense. I'm going to take NC Central, but I wouldn't put it past Delaware State to win this one. Offensively, when NC Central has the ball in this game, it'll be very interesting to watch. I want to see how Delaware State's defense can handle this because NC Central does have the 199th ranked offense, and their defense is pretty solid at 265. So I think they're just overall more well-rounded, kind of similar to how I took Norfolk State over Howard. Howard has a pretty good offense. Delaware State has a pretty good defense, but both those teams are one-sided. I'm going to go with a little bit of the more well-rounded team here. And now for this one, both these teams are well-rounded, but I'm going to go ahead and take the team who has a top 200 ranking in either offense or defense, and that's NC Central. They are top 200 in offense, just outside the top 250 in defense. Norfolk State is inside the top 250 in offense, just outside the top 200 in defense. I think NC Central is the best team in this conference. They finished with a 17-12 overall record. Norfolk State is at 21-10. But the 1 seed's not always going to win the tournament. And with this conference, a lot of them are pretty tightly packed together. They're not, like I said, the highest ranked team in this conference is 241 out of 362 teams in college basketball. So it's not a great conference. So I think realistically the top 6 teams could all win this conference if I'm being real. But I think NC Central just overall has the best chance here. I think they're the most well-rounded, complete team in this conference. They're experienced. I like their guard play, so I'm going to go ahead and take NC Central to punch their ticket to March Madness. But like I said, they'll probably end up with a 16 seed, maybe even in the first 4, and have to play their way into a 16 seed. But yeah, I think they will be in March Madness. So yeah, congratulations to the North Carolina Central. I believe they're the Eagles, but I don't know if I'm making that up. Don't quote me on that. But congrats to NC Central on making the tournament. But like I said, 16 seed is probably what we're looking at here. But yeah, that's going to do it for the MEAC conference tournament predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on the noties to make sure you don't miss out when we upload a video. Like I said, we already have 16 of these prediction videos out on the channel right now, if you include this one, and it's only going to get more and more intriguing when we head into next week where all the big conferences start up. And yeah, we'll be predicting all of those as well. As always, my Discord next to the link to the description. You can join that, you can follow that, whatever you'd like to do. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Leave a like if you did. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow with some more. But I don't know if any conferences are going to be, their tournaments are going to be set by tomorrow. So we will see possibly tomorrow, but if not, then probably we'll be doing some more pick videos on Sunday. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I will see you guys in either tomorrow or Sunday with some more conference tournament predictions. Check out the other ones up on the channel right now.